Hello, welcome back or to this week's weekly vlog. Super quick intro if it's your first time stopping by. Yes, my name is indeed Dawn. I'm a British expat in Manchester, and for over 23 years I've been living in the Netherlands with my partner Lawrence and our sons Joshua and William, and our fur babies Jack and Daxter. So if it's your first time stopping by, you're very welcome, and if you're an OG, a returning viewer, welcome back guys. I hope everybody has had a great week. So I'm starting this week's vlog a little bit later than I usually do, but I've just been so busy. So I'll give you a little recap of what I have been doing, which normally I would have filmed, but I'll explain. Hopefully you've seen a little bit of footage of Amsterdam, but before that, so Friday I finally had a free day to myself, and William asked me in the morning, William's my youngest son, if I would take him shopping. He needed some new swimming shorts, so I said, you know what, if you're free, I'm free, let's make a day of it. So I spent a lovely Friday with Will. We went to Hoofddorp, which is a neighbouring town from where I live, and I did have to pop onto the market and buy some cotton, because if you watched last week's vlog, you know I bought some fabric and I didn't have matching cotton. Kettle's just spoiled. So, and then it ended up, you know, what was supposed to be swimming shorts was a whole summer clothing shopping spree, which it really needed. And we paused midway, we had a lovely lunch together, and it was just such a nice day. It was really a treat to spend time with any of the boys. I mean, if you've got older children, you'll know exactly what I mean. And if you've got younger ones, make the most of that time with them, because there'll come a point where they're never around. Anyway, Friday, Lawrence went out. He had a work thing in the afternoon, this VR thing in Amsterdam, which he said we should go and do because it was really good fun. And then in the evening he had like a work reunion from a company he used to work for years ago, which he really loved. And I think about 120 people turned up for it. So he had a great night. Anyway, yesterday, so today you would have seen on the screen is Sunday. Yesterday I spent all morning giving the bathroom a real good clean, the downstairs, my bedroom, put all the laundry away, got more laundry on the go. So I was really busy doing that. And then in the evening, hopefully you would have seen a little bit of footage. Lawrence and I went out for dinner with our friends Namely and Raymond. If you're an OG with the vlog, you'll have met Namely a few times. And she messaged me in the week. She said, what are you doing Saturday? Do you fancy going out? And I was like, yes, I do. So we went into Amsterdam. We parked up in Amstelveen and caught the metro into, the tram into Amsterdam. We got off at Leidseplein, and we had booked a Mexican, and we walked in and we were like, oh no, I think there was some like German stag do going on, and it was just, I don't know, just the vibe in there. It was like tiny, and it wasn't even, didn't have like a Mexican vibe. There was no decoration up or music playing, so we literally backed out. Walked a little bit further down the same street, walked in, there was a Mexican there, and said, can you fit us in? Said, yeah, absolutely, sit down. And it was great, really good food, had a little bit of background music, had a couple of cocktails, and just had a really nice dinner. And then Namely said that, you know, let's go down to the Waterhole, which is a bar just off the Leidseplein. If you've been to Amsterdam, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's really like a tourist trap, that area. You don't hear a lot of Dutch voices around. But anyway, we went to the Waterhole. I think it was like €5 each to get in. And then there's live music playing all evening. There was a girl and a guy on a guitar. Not my cup of tea. It was all just very, very samey. I mean, they're all cover songs. It was... you know, she sang popular-ish songs, but her tone and her voice, I don't know, it's like a new thing, that whole, you know, that warbling, and like a straight, you know, strangled cat. After a few songs, I was, oh, I'm done with this. Anyway, we pushed through to the end. They went off, and then this rock pop band came on, again, all cover versions, and they were fantastic. The place was rocking. So anyway, we missed the last tram home, oops, but luckily there was a bus, and I think we finally got home. It was about just gone 1:30, 1:45, something like that. I was absolutely exhausted. I didn't drink. I had 2 cocktails earlier in the evening, and then I drank Coca-Cola after that. And I'm glad I did, because this morning I woke up tired, but with a very, very clear head. So what I've been doing, oh well, I'm just going to point out, I mean, my hair needs a good wash, but it's now long enough that I can almost get it in a clip. So, which is nice, because it's been quite warm in the house. Today it says it's 20, sorry, I'm looking at the thermostat on the wall, 24.5 in the house. I think it's about 17, 18 outside. A bit of a breeze, but the house is warm, so it's nice that I could just clip my hair out the way. I've had a lazy morning. Lawrence has been out all day. He's refereed a game of hockey, and his team won their division, so they're top of the league. So he's playing a game now, and then there's going to be a special knees up. So he said I won't be back too late. William's working, and Josh was just popped out, I don't know where. I have just sewn a skirt, the green fabric I bought last week. I've made a very, very basic elasticated waist skirt. Very happy with it, just have to press it. So I went for like a midi length. I didn't want to go for the maxi. What do they call them? Mid-axi. Look at me with all the jargon lingo. So I've just finished that. It's 4 o'clock. And I thought, you know what, I fancy a cup of coffee, and I'm going to sit on the sofa and, yeah, probably catch up on a bit of YouTube, I don't know. Dinner for this evening, I think I'm just going to see if there's any pasta and make a very basic pasta dish. Don't know what time Lawrence will be home, as I said, and William's working. So anyway, the vlog has begun, guys, so hope you're all well. Thanks for all the well wishes over my dicky tummy situation. I'm over it now. I'm completely over it. Took a while though, but it's all done with, thank goodness. Right, I'm going to stop waffling because I'm very thirsty. I'm going to make a coffee, and I will catch you some point in the week. See you later. Good morning. Oh my gosh, the heavens have just opened. It's just lightening off a little bit now. It was like somebody had turned a tap on. I don't know, can you see me? It's at a funny angle again. Sorry, Lawrence has been fiddling with my mount. So yes, it's Tuesday, off to work. I've not been in the office for weeks. Last time I was there was before I went to Kenya, so that's been like what, 2 or 3 weeks ago, must be, at least. Got a few things to be getting on with, so I'm meeting a colleague, and that's pretty much it. Turn these wipers down a bit. There you go. What have I been up to? I can't say I've been up to much. I can't remember when I last had a chat with you. I know we've started watching a couple of things. Might not be everybody's cup of tea. First one, just before I went to Kenya, the Great British Sewing Bee started. Oh my gosh, who is watching it? I love that show. I love it, love it, love it. So I've missed one whilst I was away, and I haven't got catch up or anything living over here. It's fine. At some point they'll probably appear on YouTube like they do. And then the other thing, guilty pleasure, Love Island. Yes, it started. I think that started when I just got back, was it? I think it did. So who's watching that? That is Love at First Sight, no, Married at First Sight and Love Island are my guilty pleasures. I'm sure I've got a lot more. I can hear you shouting at the screen. You've got more than that, Dawn. But yes, I was quite enjoying having something to watch in the evening because it's miserable here. I hear in the UK it's also been miserable, and it's miserable here. Yesterday was freezing. I had to put a blanket on me when I was sat on the sofa last night. The other thing on the crafty front, I'm still knitting on that Aria shawl that I've been knitting on forever, and I've not even thought about filming a podcast, although I should. But I don't think I've got anything to show really, and I genuinely haven't this time, so there's no point just waffling on my Woven Almanac channel about one thing, so we'll see how that goes. Anyway, what are the plans for the rest of the week? I think it's going to be a bit of a slow one, and to be honest with you, I'm quite happy about that. I feel like we've been on the go non-stop. Even Lawrence, like, he was out Friday night till late, Saturday we went out, Sunday he was out all day and half the evening with hockey stuff. I think we're just both like tired, you know, it's good to have a little bit of a rest. That reminds me, I have got another appointment about the veins on my chin, but I think I'm going to stop with it because now it's just a bit red, and on the vein front there's like one or two which are not bothering me, and the one, this really deep purple one that I had on my cheek, you can't even see it's there now. That's a really stretched my skin out, you can see a faint track of it, but so I think I'm just going to cancel that. And that reminds me, she's still not sent me all the photos, so I need to finish that video off. Anyway, waffle. What else have I got to tell you? I think I'm a bit short on waffly things. How unusual. It's not like me, is it? If you're a crafter, what are you up to at the moment? I did have half a mind at the weekend to cast on, I'm going into nitty talk now, to cast on the Love Notes sweater. I don't know about the ranunculus. I'm still like on the fence about if I want to really go into that. So I'm thinking if I start the Love Notes, it might sort of ease me into the ranunculus. And everybody I've spoke to said that the Love Notes really easy. But do I really want to cast on another big project, or shall I just finish my shawl, even though I'm on the decrease, like well onto the decrease now? There's not much knitting left on that. And then the other strange thing is, I haven't got any socks on the go. I have got a pair of socks on the go, but I'm like, I've gone off them. I can't remember what I was knitting now. I spoke about them on the last podcast. I think I like the pattern, but my choice of yarn has put me off. I think the yarn I'm doing it in is too dark, so I might just frog them. And even though I'm like halfway through one sock, and I've got the same yarn in a pale green colour, so I might go for that. I don't know. Crochet, not much going on with crochet either. I've still got that what's it called, the granny square cardigan on the go. I forget the name of it now. Oh, Aria cardigan. Also, it's not the different spellings. The Aria shawl, it's like area shawl, and Aria cardigan. Still got that on the go. I think I've literally got like 3 or 4 more half squares to crochet, and then it's making it all up. My heart's not in it. I don't know what's wrong with it. I just seem to have lost my crafty Joe, full stop. I need something to spark my interest again. I know it's mainly because I'm tired as well. But yeah, anyway, if you're a crafter, if you knit, crochet, sew, whatever you do, let me know in the comments what you're up to. See if there's something that you mention that might be like, oh, I fancy having a go with that. Often that's how it goes, isn't it? And then I was watching the news this morning. I'm streaming GB News on YouTube in the morning in my bedroom. So we still haven't got cable TV up there, which is fine actually. I don't mind GB News. I don't mind it. It's like Eamon Holmes is doing it. But they were talking about like healthy eating, especially in like younger people, and you know, the long-term health issues that are now coming up based on you know, too much salt, too much sugar, fast foods, and you know, that there's cooking a meal from scratch is pretty rare. And then they were talking about, you know, all these TV shows on you know, on cooking shows, and I thought, how out of tune can you be? Most of these, the demographic they're talking about, they don't watch television. So they're on television talking about people who don't watch television about a serious issue. It's like, get with it. They're all on TikTok, they're all on Snapchat, even Instagram's, you know, becoming more for the older generation. There'll be something else before long, won't there? Honestly, how outdated. But anyway, it got me thinking that yes, indeed, both my boys don't cook. They're a dab hand with anything made from an egg. And a few weeks ago, I jokingly said to Joshua he must make dinner for us. And he said, okay. So he made, which is really, really, really easy, he made chicken pesto pasta. And it was really nice. And you could see he was quite, you know, pleased with himself that he'd made dinner for the family. So I think I need to start putting a bit more focus on that. I think, but now Lawrence has taken over most of the cooking. I'm not really keeping an eye on what we eat, which I should do. Oh, I'm going over the speed bumps. Oh gosh. Oh, there's a car there gone off the road. That was a tow truck. It's stuck in the you know, on the there's like a soft edge on the road, and with all the rain, and his car, you couldn't see his whole front wheel. It's only a little car, like a little Fiat. Oh, there you go. The whole road behind me is empty, and then the truck decides to pull out in front of me. Anyway, right, I'm just waffling about absolute nonsense now. So I'm going to say goodbye. Hopefully the rain holds off. I'm dressed like it's winter today. I've got a cardigan on, I've got full pants on, and I've got proper shoes on. I just didn't know what to wear. I've got loads and loads of summery stuff, and I wasn't going to chance wearing anything remotely flimsy in this kind of weather. And I'm just not in winter mode, so I was really stuck for something to wear, but it's that cold. Anyway, right, I'm going to stop waffling, and I'll come on in a while and talk to you about some other nonsense that I need to waffle about. See you in a while. Hello. I think today is Friday. Yes, it is Friday because I'm not in work. I can't remember when I last spoke to you. Was it maybe Tuesday? I've been feeling very tired this week. I've fallen asleep twice on the sofa after work, which feels a little bit like a few steps backward. Sorry, do you know what? Let me just close the back door because the planes are going off. That's better. It's typical. Literally, I turn the camera on and the planes... Anyway. Then, yeah, I'm extremely tired. I think, because I'm sleeping well and it's going very well with the machine, I think I'm just very tired, and going to Kenya, being sick and all the build up to it, I think it's kind of caught up with me. So I've had a very quiet morning. It's midday, it's 12:05 here. I've just sat on the sofa and caught up on emails and read a bit of the news and just chilled out. And I have to start doing that more for myself, because what I've noticed is I don't know if this is like an old school thing, like that Sunday is a day of rest. You know, I was raised Irish, Roman Catholic. You know, my grandmother, my nana, was quite religious, and as were her whole family. So I think, you know, it's sort of something that's, you know, it's in my DNA, it's ingrained in me. But I have to stop sort of banking Sunday as being my day of rest and actually start doing regular resting. That's what I need to do. Because if you remember last Friday, I was out all day with William. We went shopping, if you watched last week's vlog. And then Saturday was also busy. We went out Saturday night. So, you know, I think I'm burning the candle a little bit too much at both ends at the moment. But I'm fine. I feel good. No news about my shoes yet, but he said it could take up to 5 weeks. Maybe he'll call me next week. Bit disappointed because I was hoping they would be here and broken in by the time I go to Alicante, which is in... it's on Wednesday, it'll be 1 week on Wednesday that I go to Alicante. It's 5 days with the girls. Shock horror, they've had fantastic weather, and now they've had a deluge of rain, and there's been serious flooding, like it's been on the news in Alicante, and I was like, no, it's like Kenya all over again. You know, if you recall Nairobi, and still they're having issues with the amount of rainfall, and sadly a lot of people lost their life there. I think the count was 300 plus. It's terrible. Anyway, it's very cheerful, is it? So I'm hoping by the time we go to Alicante, the rain is over, they fix what they need to do, and it's glorious sunshine. That's what I'm hoping, because the 2-week forecast here is dreadful. Anyway, I'm not going to go on about the weather because it's moan, doom and gloom. Good news this week, excellent news. William passed his end of high school exams. Hurrah, hurrah. No hiccups, passed with flying colours. He didn't want to do anything special, and in fact he was working a shift that night. I said, we go out to dinner or something? He went, nah. So I said, okay, when it's graduation, around that time, not on the graduation day, because I think there's always like parties going on, then we'll go out and, you know, first get your diploma or whatever it is, certificate, and then, you know, we'll do a little celebration then. But oh my gosh, relief. William's had a difficult school career. I think I've mentioned this a couple of times, but not for a long while. William has got dyslexia, and it's not really bad, but it's not mild. You know, he's sort of moderate, and as a result, it's impacted his school career more than we thought it would do. I don't even know if I had YouTube then, but I used to go, I think it was once or twice a week to school. Every week we'd do a joint dyslexia class, one-on-one with a teacher and me, and then we'd have homework every night. So I did that for over a year with him, you know, and it was it was terrible, because at that point, my Dutch isn't too bad now, but at that point my Dutch wasn't very good. So I was kind of having to learn all these complicated words, and also the right way to say them with my really bad Dutch. Anyway, we both got a big praise off the teacher at the end of it. She said, oh, you've done fantastic to me. But so we've put the effort in, and the schools have worked with him. But what we noticed a lot is that there was always this reoccurring comment about William about not concentrating in class, and not asking for help and pretending he understood something when he didn't. And, you know, it's all been linked to his dyslexia. Anyway, cut a long story short, his final year of high school, everything fell into place. He's realised he needed to open up a bit more. He had his, what they call, like we in the UK used to call them mock exams, a few months ago, did really well in them. And he was so proud. You could see it made such a difference to his confidence in his, you know, in his academic self, and as a result, he flew through the end of school exam. So proud of him. So that's both of the boys out of high school now. William's been accepted to the same college Joshua's going to, doing the same study. They're both doing IT, although I think slightly different levels. But I think the duration of the course they're doing is, you know, 3 or 4 years. So Joshua's 2 years in, and then, you know, William started his first year. So yeah, it's massive milestones in the house, you know, big changes. But yeah, that was fantastic news. I posted something on my Instagram story, so some of you commented, thank you so much, and you know, posted on Facebook, and it was so nice seeing on Facebook all my Dutch friends posting about their kids have, you know, finished high school. So I don't know, it's just like, whew, it feels like a weight's been lifted off our shoulders. So that's how I feel. Anyway, I think in the week I spoke about, I'm in a bit of a crafty slump. So I decided to do something about it. Who remembers a while ago, I went to Grenne, I don't know how you pronounce it. And I bought some of their own brand cotton, which is not mercerized. So it's nice. It's like, it's got like a very dull matte finish, but it's the same weight and similar colours to the Escapist Katona. If you don't knit or crochet, you've got no idea what I'm waffling about, but bear with me. Anyway, I'd seen, actually I was with William at the time, I'd seen a bag and then a top in the same colourways. And I said, oh, I'd like to crochet or knit a nice cotton t-shirt for myself. So I bought the colours, and they've been sat in a bag for weeks and weeks and weeks, even months, and I've been admiring them. And then after I spoke to you on camera and said, oh, everything's, you know, lost a crafty, you know, motivation, thought, come on, Dawn, pull your socks up. So I went online, had a look on Etsy, and I found a pattern. I've not written down the name of the designer, but I'll talk about it in the podcast. There will be one coming in a few more weeks yet. But it's called the Jasper Easy Mesh Summer Crochet Top. It's a free pattern, not a free Ravelry download, but it's you click through to this person's site and then the pattern is there. It's one of those that you have to trawl through the web page though, and there's a lot of ads on it, or you can buy the PDF. So I cast it on the it's in 2 panels. Just don't lose my. I've gone a bit wonky at the sides because stupidly, rookie mistake. I mean, I've been crocheting for years. I didn't mark my first and last stitches, and when you're doing panels or blankets, it's really handy if you do that. But anyway, you get the idea of it. So this is the colour. So it's going to be a little bit of positive ease, like baggy, but isn't it lovely? And it's a 4, apart from the start, it's a 4-row repeat. I've memorised it now. It's in my head. I memorised it. So I think I'm probably about a third or just over halfway through the front panel. I'm not bothered about it going in a little bit at that side because, yeah, I mean, you see how stretchy it is. And that's the beauty of crochet. You can fudge things, not like with knitting. So yeah, I'm really, really enjoying it. So much so I've not done anything on my area shawl, which I will do. I need to get that finished because I really do need to film a podcast. So, sorry, it's a long waffle. Talking of filming, on Wednesday, I had, sorry, there's a hair in my hair. Wednesday, I had kind of like a final appointment at the skin clinic, and we were toying with the idea if I would do another session or not. Anyway, she emailed me to say, unfortunately, that the laser that I've been using was broke. So she said, I'm going to have to postpone our appointment. Or if you're happy with it, we can cancel it. Or if you still want to come in for a checkup, we can do that. So I said, you know what? I'm actually really happy now. I think let's just call it a day. And then maybe in about 6 months' time, I'll see how I am if I need like a top-up treatment kind of thing or something else to do other things there. So she sent me all the photos that she'd taken of the close-up, not of my face, but mainly of my chin. And I've downloaded them all, I've had a look. And actually, when I compare the first photo to the current day, wow. So I'm thinking if I've got time this weekend, I'm going to edit that whole video together about my process of removing broken capillaries or thread veins off my face. So I'll make a whole video about that. I mean, I'm not an expert, so it's not going to be a fancy thing, but if anybody's fancy doing it, you know, hopefully it'll be informative. So plans for today, I think Lawrence and I are going to have a bite to eat, and then clearly showered, my hair's a bit damp still, and dressed. I've got a sweater on today because it's a bit chilly, not going to lie. This afternoon, I wasn't going to do anything. I was actually going to have a day at home, but as is often the case, because, you know, a big brother is listening, we've all got Android phones and, you know, iPhones, Android, mobile devices. And, you know, people, if you don't understand how the internet works, a lot of people are shocked that you can have a conversation with a friend or family member, and then not even an hour later, Google will pop an ad up on your phone when you're scrolling through your Facebook or something. It's no coincidence. It's not magic. There's basically AI listening to what you're talking about. There are ways to switch it off. Doesn't bother me. With my marketing background, I actually like contributing to statistics for making improvements in the way we function as human beings. I'll stop there. Anyway, scrolling through this morning on, I think it was Facebook, what do you know, ad popped up for, it was a Dutch advert, a lady talking about if you have like bloated feet, i.e. water retention. Now, if you remember, a good few weeks back, I went to my doctor, spoke about water retention, and again, same conclusion, not really anything can be done about it. But this ad sparked my interest, clicked through, and I was like, you know what, I don't know this product. They were offering you all kinds of, you know, buy one, get 4 free, you know, one of these kind of things. So I looked at the active ingredients, and basically, it's just electrolytes. So I've done a little bit of research, spent an hour, you know, reading up about the benefits of electrolytes, because I don't know about you, I only take electrolytes when I've had like stomach issues, you know, and then, you know, just to make sure that I've got enough sort of minerals and all the rest of it in my body. Actually, you can use electrolytes for so many other things, and one of them didn't connect. One of the benefits of using a daily dose of electrolytes or in hot, warm periods is that it can help with water retention. So I thought, do you know what? I'm not going to buy this ad. Maybe it is very good. I don't know. I didn't dig too much into that particular product. But I am going to go to my pharmacy or my drugstore this afternoon, and I'm going to buy myself some electrolytes. And I'm not too bad at the moment. I am a little bit warm after getting dressed in the shower, so my fingers are puffed up. Normally in the morning when I wake up, this ring is like swirling around my finger, and it's moving well, but it's sticking a little bit, and I can see my fingers are quite puffy. Also, I have it with my, this is one of those Pandora bracelets. In the morning, I can fit like a couple of fingers through there. And then when I get really, really warm, I struggle to get one finger through. It's that bad. And it's extreme. It's literally, in 5 minutes, I'm swollen. So I'm going to give it a go. So if you suffer with things like that and you don't want to take water retention tablets, I can't get them here anyway, my doctor wouldn't prescribe them, I'm going to give it a go. More so because I'm thinking it'll be handy to have them with me when I go to Alicante, because even though the rain, it's averaging like 27, 30 degrees there at the moment. So I know I will puff up like you can't believe. So yeah, that's going to be interesting. I'll keep you posted on that. I'll try and get around to editing the video. It's a lot of work, that one, for the laser thing. Hopefully that will go up in the week, fingers crossed, and if not, in the coming weeks. This is the nail polish I bought, the Rimmel one, the 2-step gel one. It's been on a week. It's still on. It's just started to chip on this side, but not badly. The cuticles are looking a bit jagged, you know, uneven. I think I'll take it off this weekend. But yeah, I mean, a week, and I've been washing, pootling about, digging around in the garden. So, you know, I'm not precious. I'm not one of these people who like, oh, my nails, you know, I have to live. So yeah, this weekend, that's what I'm going to do this afternoon. Tomorrow, tomorrow Lawrence and I are going to get up in the morning and do a real good clean of the house and a declutter, because I finally bit the bullet. I've contacted a friend of mine, her cleaner, and she's coming over on Monday evening to look at the house with a view to, you know, doing, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours a week for me. I've been without a clean now for well over a year, and, you know, even though my energy is returning, you know, I'm just so busy with work and all the rest of it, and I just think if, you know, it won't stretch the books too much, and it will just help a lot all around in the house, and help us just keep on top of it. Because I've noticed it's just things like, was it on Wednesday, because I didn't go out to the clinic, you know, all the doors needed like a real good wash down. So those little things, normally I would be doing that every week, but you know, these small things like the skirting boards, no, forget it, I've not even done them, I don't even know, for a year, you know. So I just need some help. So that's what we're doing tomorrow. And then in the afternoon, we're going over to Antoinette's because it's her birthday. So that's what we're doing. And then Sunday, I think Lawrence actually is there. Have you got hockey on Sunday, Lawrence?
Not this Sunday.
Oh, not this Sunday. I don't think we can go on the boat though, can we?
It's raining.
Raining. Rain. Yeah. No boating for a while, I'm afraid. But anyway, I think at this point, I'm going to stop this vlog because I've been waffling for over 17 minutes now. Not so much plinky plonk music this week, but I've been, you know, I needed to have a chat with you. I had a lot to catch you up on. So I'm going to wrap up the vlog. Don't forget, if you haven't done so already, please, a shameless beg, please subscribe to the channel. It really helps our community grow. And if you want to say hello in the description, I've got a few older comments on like previous vlogs that I've noticed that I've missed. I don't tend to go too far back on them. So if you have left a comment and I didn't reply, it's because maybe you wrote the comment like a couple of weeks after I'd posted the video. So, but I do try and go back, you know, periodically. So I'm not ignoring you. I love reading all the comments. I love hearing from you. And yeah, it just makes me realise that in my head, I imagine I'm sat here having a chat with you. So it just confirms that I'm not going bonkers. Right, I'm going to go. Hope you've all had a good week. Have a fantastic week ahead. Let me know if you're also doing anything crafty. I'll try and remember to put a link in for this if you're interested. And yes, stay safe, take care, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.